What's up guys, AJ here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how to memorize scripts fast. First, I just want to address the elephant in the room. Should you use scripts or shouldn't you? I know a lot of agents are like, scripts don't feel natural to me. I don't want to use them. They're too salesy. And when you don't know your scripts well, they can come across too salesy and they don't feel right. However, the purpose of a script is to be able to memorize it, internalize it, so that you can use it as the framework of the conversation when talking to prospects. When you truly memorize the script, you're able to put your personality into that script, and that's what makes a script powerful. If you're just reading verbatim off this script like a robot, of course it's going to feel unnatural, it's going to feel salesy, and I can promise you when you first start practicing with scripts, it's not going to feel natural, right? Of course it's not. You've never done it before. Riding a bike the first time didn't feel natural. But think about this. Actors, actresses, they have a script, they practice them, they're professional. And when you see that actor or actress on screen watching a movie, you buy into the character, right? It doesn't feel unnatural, it doesn't feel awkward. If they're a good actor or actress, they get paid millions and millions of dollars for that skill set. They truly go into the role of that character. Professional athletes, they have a play to follow. That's their script. They practice to be able to perform that script or that play perfectly on game day, right? But as agents, we just want to show up as we are and be able to wing it. You know, I heard it one time Gary Keller say when I was at Keller Williams, he said that everyone has a script, yours just sucks. And, you know, while I wouldn't quite say it like that, it resonated with me what he was saying, because if you go into something thinking that you're just going to wing it, you're going to say the same thing over and over. You just happen to develop that script on your own, and it's just not proven to work. It's just like you see someone on the street, you say, hey, how are you doing? They say, doing good, thanks, how are you? That's typically how it goes, right? When they might be having a horrible day, they still respond with something positive, like doing good, how are you? So that's a script. And we're just conditioned sometimes to use scripts, and sometimes we develop them on our own through our experiences as an agent. However, there are scripts that exist, and you can download mine in the description with the free mini course that I have. But there's certain scripts that are actually proven to work. The scripts that I used initially were from my real estate coach, and I took those scripts and blended them with other scripts that I found and added a little bit as I saw fit for my personality, because I had already proven the ones that were giving me to work. I had proven other ones to work, and then I blended them. So mine have kind of just taken the best of everything I saw that was in the industry 8-9 years ago. So when you're first starting, you want to use the script verbatim. You don't want to wing it. Just read the script verbatim when you're practicing it. So how do you memorize it? How are you able to memorize it so it's internalized and you're able to deliver it with power? Step one, just read it. Just read it over and over and over. Just read it and let it sink in. What that's going to do, it's going to allow you to familiarize yourself with the script. Number two, I want you to chant it or read it out loud as fast as you can. So just read it out loud and chant it over and over as fast as you can. The third one is I want you to write it out. Write it out over and over and over. I actually used to spend hours writing out my scripts, writing out my entire listing presentation, because I was trying to internalize it all as fast as possible. And the fourth way, I want you to practice it with role play partners. Now, how much time should you be practicing scripts? Well, how badly do you want to succeed? I say this all the time, but I really want it to sink in that becoming a real estate agent, when done right, is the opportunity for you to live your dream life. It's an opportunity to earn 7 figures a year. So how bad do you want it? That's how much you should practice it. Initially, if you're new to the business or new to scripts, you should practice a minimum of 1 hour a day. Think about how much professional athletes practice. Think about actors and actresses. Quite honestly, a lot of real estate agents get paid more than professional athletes. The best of the best get paid more than the average professional athlete. I think the minimum wage in the NFL is around $450,000. It was $250,000, then it went up to like $450,000 or $600,000. I know a lot of real estate agents making over 7 figures a year. So don't treat it so casual. Treat it like a professional. your clients are going to appreciate that. It's just like if you went to the doctor and the doctor was just winging everything. They didn't have a clipboard with a checklist. You'd be like, wow, this is kind of unusual. This isn't what I expected. I thought they would ask me certain questions about what was wrong with my knee, but they were just kind of winging it and building rapport. How comfortable would you feel with that doctor? The best doctors come in, they're very straight to the point, they're confident, and they have their list of questions written down. So when you're using a script and you have your list of questions, it's just like a doctor, and we're conditioned to see professionals as somebody who has the list of questions prepared. So especially when I first started, I would have my questions that I needed to ask at my listing presentation. I had them all written down. My entire listing presentation was right there in front of me, and on the cover sheet I put prepared for Mr. and Mrs. Seller and the address, so they're like, wow, this was prepared for us. And then I would flip the page and it had my entire listing presentation, the key points that I needed, and a little bit more than the key points. I mean, it was pretty close to verbatim initially, in like big font, but only I could see it because it was facing me, and everything was numbered, so it was like a list of questions. And I would tell them up front, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I've prepared this list of questions for you for this appointment. Is it okay that I go over them with you now? And they're like, wow, this person's really prepared. Nobody else had a list of questions for me. So I was able to have my script right there during the listing presentation. To recap, write your scripts down, read them quietly, read them out loud, that's chanting, and do it fast, helps you internalize them faster, and then practice. Practice with a role play partner. And to find role play partners, you can find them in Facebook groups, you can find them at maybe your local real estate office. I found all mine in real estate groups. Just go to search on Facebook, type in real estate agent, real estate groups, real estate coaching groups, and different ones will pop up. So that would be a great place to find role play partners. And just don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You know, ask your spouse to role play with you. Whoever you can find to role play with you at first would be helpful, but eventually get real estate agents to role play with you who are just a tad better than you. So if you're selling 24 homes a year, get somebody that's selling twice as many homes. I found that if your role play partners are selling more homes than you, you get better faster. I think practicing with real estate agents who are better than you is the fastest way to get better at internalizing your scripts. So I hope through this video you've realized that it's not a question if you should use scripts, it's you should use scripts. It's just about how good you get at internalizing them, making them your own. And guys, if you found value in this, go ahead and like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.